Hi guys, welcome back to Miscellaneous Pleasures. Um, so yesterday I did the recording of Stranger Things season 1, episode 7 or chapter 7, and this video is chapter 8 or season 1 finale's reaction. So I am really excited about this. But before I get into this, I do want to say that today is 6th of January, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 15th of January when WandaVision is getting released. And I'm not sure whether it is like all episodes releasing on the same date, or are they doing like a weekly thing, or what. So, regardless, the point I was trying to make is that obviously Stranger Things and Dark, I will be done with it this week, and from the next week onwards, I'll probably start with their season twos. But I do have to put a third TV series into the list, and I actually haven't done that post the Queen's Gambit simply because I obviously did not react for a while, and then now that I've started again, I am aware of the fact that WandaVision is coming up, which means whenever it does, that's obviously going to be part of my list, which I'd be wanting to watch as soon as possible after it releases. So there is that. And obviously, there is, I did think of a football documentary that was, you know, I could have done that. Maybe I still do that because if WandaVision is going to be 1 week per episode or one episode per week, then maybe I could squeeze in that football documentary nevertheless. So yeah, that's something that I will consider. Otherwise, I don't have much else to say regarding the channel. So getting back to last episode, yeah, everybody is there. I mean, everybody was together. They all shared the knowledge that they had, and then they separated into their own ways. We saw Hopper and Joyce going back to the lab, and they're obviously captured. Nancy and Jonathan are going to tackle the monster. I don't know how they're going to do that. Just the two of them. I mean, as I said, in my previous reaction, which I still haven't edited, I should have done that today, but I was busy. I did say in my reaction for episode 7 that perhaps all four of them should have gone through with the bait option because, you know, four people obviously better than two teams of two, and I felt like the bait option was probably the best one, even though I'm not sure how they're going to kill the monster. That's a completely different question. Uh, Also, the fact that these four have separated themselves into two different groups. There is obviously the kids, and we don't know what the kids are going to do. I mean, they are pretty intelligent to be fair, and they have been shown to be intelligent. Like, it's not like suddenly, what, there are kids in the show and suddenly they are doing things that they possibly should not be doing. But then in this TV series, at least there has been a certain sort of, uh, I won't say growth of intellect, but they have certainly shown that these kids have a certain amount of intellect, certain amount of common sense, something that a lot of people lack. So, I mean, quite ironical that it's called as common sense, so it's not really that common. So, yeah, but I don't know, like, I feel like the kids would do something stupid, probably, something like that. Yeah. What else? I mean, I don't remember anything else from the episode. I do remember a scene where Mike and Levin were having a moment. But to be fair, they are only like 11 or 12 in the series, right? I mean, that's pretty early to show relationships, even for a TV series. So I'm not sure what they're going to go, like which route they're going to go down. Nancy and Jonathan is pretty obvious. You'll probably see something down those lines. My hair is messed up. We'll probably see something along those lines in the finale. I don't know what the cliffhanger could be. Like, could they possibly not kill the monster and keep it for second season? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they could do that. Uh, yeah, I don't have anything. I mean, the lab people. Yeah, that was obviously the other track. The lab people, they were after 11, and then I think they went back to the lab, so we're probably going to see them with Joyce and Hopper. Maybe few of them go with these two into the upside down, and yeah. So that's all for this intro. Here we go. Wait a second. Strobe effect, which may have an strobe something which may have an effect on photosensitive viewers. What is photosensitive viewers? Like, is it like, you know, scenes which are like, I mean, there was one scene with Barbara or Barb in the seventh episode, which is quite, you know, weird, and some people may have an issue with that. Are those people photosensitive? Not sure about that.
I want to save them. I want to save your son. But I can't do that.
This is not good.
Help.
Just a second, guys. Somebody's calling me. Okay, I'm back. I mean, of all times, people could choose to call me. They have chosen the perfect moment when I'm actually reacting to a TV show in front of a camera to do that. Yeah. I mean, that's life. Okay. Again, here we go.
Stop. I know who you are. I know what you've done. You took my boy away from me. You left him in that place to die. You faked his death. We had a funeral. We buried him.
Wait a second. I mean, I do understand her perspective, but they did not take his boy. The monster took him. And I mean, this is sort of a weird sort of a situation. Like, okay, here we go. The thing is, I have been actually having qualms. I've been having doubts. I've been having like just sort of an internal conflict as to whether these guys are actually bad guys or they're definitely the good guys. But are they bad guys or are they just the scientists and stuff like that? Thing is, whatever we know till now, I mean, even if we try to put a sort of a chronological sort of sequence to all of this, let's take Levin's mother, right? We have Levin's mother. She was probably working here, or she was some sort of a volunteer or something like that. I don't really remember that aspect of the show, that sort of scenes. But what I do remember is that she was pregnant when you know, when the whole thing happened, and Levin was born. So obviously those things, and then obviously they said that Levin is actually dead. You know, yeah, taking your child, things like that. They created the whole fake story sort of thing, and she's sort of this person who doesn't understand the real world, and she's sort of in her own world. Things like that. They obviously they have done bad stuff, right? That's not morally correct. So that's right. And then we move forward, and then Eleven grows up, and then throughout her growth, this guy, uses her for experiments. You know, how powerful she is. Initially, I remember she was just crushing cans and stuff like that. And then there was this time when he tried to kill the cat. It was the cat, right? Yeah, he tried to make her kill the cat, but then she did not do that. And then I mean, that's my conjecture, but then I think he made her kill those two guys and sort of used them as bait to check if she can actually do it. Uh, and then we saw her being taken to the tank. I think that was the next thing that we saw her do. And in the tank, she's not the tank. She actually was made to listen, not listen, but then see a person. I mean, there was a person who was there in a different room and he was saying stuff. And then she was in a different room, and through the speaker, she made the whole, like, she made us hear him, who was in the other room. That was the next thing we saw her do. And then the other thing that we saw her do was uh, she saw somebody's photo, if I'm not mistaken, and then she was in that black sort of place, and then she was overhearing this Russian guy, if I'm not mistaken. And then we saw her in the tank, and then in the tank, I think was the first time they knew of the monster. And then they sent her again, and that's when she opened the gate. And in all of this, if you take just, if you forget the monster aspect, right, you could argue that the things that he has been doing are not necessarily correct because, she has been used as an experiment. And from her perspective alone, he is probably not doing the right things. But then if you look at it from general scientific sort of perspective, she doesn't exist to the real world. I don't think, like, she's not in the American database of people list or something like that. She's just this person who the world doesn't know exists, and she's been used for these experiments. And if you could have a person who is sort of voluntary, if she was a kid, and the whole thing, as I said, is morally wrong, probably was legally wrong, but then he wasn't killing her, like he wasn't harming her, he was just using her and studying her, you could say. So, I mean, that whole thing happened, and then she obviously opened the gate, and then the monster came and like killed the scientist in the first episode, first scene that we saw. And then we saw the monster sort of do its own things, and then we have been seeing this whole show and the things that have happened. And probably in the show, obviously, they have killed some people. You could argue that they have killed people to, how to say this? Like, if a lot of people know of Levin's existence, that's sort of trouble for them. So they have killed them, to not make that happen. I mean, in those aspects, they are probably the bad guys. But then, as she is saying here, that's the problem that I had. She was saying here that this guy took her boy, he didn't. Uh, he did not torture him. He has no idea of his existence necessarily. Like, he doesn't care what he's doing. All he cares about is the monster because he doesn't understand the monster. And if you just look at this from a scientific perspective, uh, it's a monster from a different dimension, for fuck's sake, like, honestly. That's the most interesting that has ever happened in Earth's history, or at least the Earth's history, that is the data that we have. So if that happens in real life, a monster from a different dimension is probably the most interesting thing, most groundbreaking scientific thing to have ever happened. So he's obviously interested, he wants to obviously research it and stuff like that. So, I mean, the accusations that she is putting on him, they're not necessarily right. I mean, they're completely not right, apart from the fact that he faked Will's death. And he probably did that for the same reason that they killed a lot of other people, to erase the existence so that not a lot of people go digging into the whole case and, like, secrets come out and stuff like this comes out. I mean, imagine tomorrow if, I mean, we all joke about this, but then tomorrow if there is actual proof found, and if some country or United Nations, whatever, they release a statement saying that aliens have been living with us for centuries with us, and like they probably came even like 10,000, 15,000 years ago, and since then they have been living with us, and now we have found out that of their existence in this planet. If they actually release this official statement, that's it. Like, uh, the amount of chaos and panic, you could say, that would come out of it is unbelievable. So similarly, in this situation, if this sort of a story comes out, again, it's chaos and it's panic. So in one way, I do understand that they have done wrong things, morally wrong things, but then they are not necessarily the bad guys. And I would argue that they are probably the people who could destroy the monster apart from Levin. And I'm sure Levin would need some assistance with it. So, yeah. Uh, there you go. I mean, that's not something that, I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not defending them completely. All I'm saying is they're not 100% bad guys. They are not the, uh, what example could I give? They're probably not the Joker of a Batman. Yeah, I could say that. I mean, even Thanos to an extent is not the worst guy. Um, yeah, I mean, he's not 100% bad guy. These guys are probably 50% bad guys, and uh, the the baddest guy is probably the monster, because even though the monster is not necessarily evil, the monster is it's sort of a survival of the fittest sort of thing. So we have to kill the monster, because or else the monster will kill every one of us. That sort of a thing, I guess. So I don't think these guys or the whole lab is the bad guy. It's sort of like a 50% bad guy, if that makes any sense.
And now you're asking for my help?
Remember,
Straighten to Will's room and
don't step on the trap.
wait for the yo-yo to move.
Then. All right. You ready?
Ready?
They have, I think,
1, 3.
not the palm. Like, you could have probably done a different sort of body place.
You don't have to do that.
Jonathan, stop talking.
I'm just saying you don't have
3.
Guys, this is crazy. We can't just wait around.
Right. My mom, she said the lights speak when it comes.
Speak.
Blink. Think of them as alarms.
Wasn't Will giving those alarms? And it seems like Will isn't. I mean, I don't know where Will is or what Will is doing. So, sort of a.
Thanks. Nancy.
This is not the. I mean, they had to squeeze. What the fuck? Oh, Steve. Dude. Wait, what the hell is he doing here?
Steve, listen.
Nancy.
You need to leave.
No, I'm not trying to start anything, okay?
I don't care about that. You need
No,
to
no,
leave.
listen, I'm
Dude.
messed up, okay? I messed up.
Not the right time.
Okay, really, please. I want to make things right. Okay, please.
What the hell are you doing here, dude?
Hey, what happened to your hand? Is it blood?
Nothing. No, it was an accident.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Wait a second, did he do this?
No.
No,
Let me
no,
in.
no, Steve!
What is it? What the?
You need to get out of here.
What is it?
Listen to me, I'm not
What's
asking
it?
you, I'm
What does that
telling you.
smell? Is
Get
that-
out
is
of
that
here.
gasoline?
Steve,
Whoa.
get out!
Wait, what? What is going on?
You have 5 seconds to get out of
What?
here.
Okay, it's a joke. Stop. Put the
I'm
gun
doing
down.
this for you.
Hold on. No. Wait, what is it?
Nancy.
Three.
No.
Nancy.
No.
Nancy! Lights. It's here.
Wait, what's here?
Wait.
Where is it?
Where is what? Whoa! Easy with that.
Where is it?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Where's what? Hello? Will someone explain to me?
What the? The fuck? Down. Shit.
Jesus! What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Dude. Oh, dude, this is
What's it doing?
this is jokes.
I don't know.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen, is it?
Just makes me feel glad to be alive. It's such an interesting world.
Hmm. For some reason, Steve is making me laugh. I mean, the whole predicament of like walking into a house and seeing that. This is
This is crazy. 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 This is crazy.
dude. The phone doesn't work.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you insane?
It's going to come back.
So you need to leave.
Right now.
Oh, Steve, come back. Oh, he's going to come back. There is no way he's leaving. Oh, I do like Steve now. Oh, go in. Go in, lad.
Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. You see it?
No, where?
Come on. Where are you? Come on!
Oh, for fuck's- oh, it's going to be in. Oh, fuck's sake. Close your mouth, dude. Dude, run! Steve. Oh, nice work.
Stop it now!
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what happened? Okay, so he. Wait, what just happened? Like, did they burn the monster and then fire extinguish it so that it doesn't die? Or like, did they just save the house? Because I'm pretty sure it left. There is no way it's still here.
It has to be dead. It has to be.
I don't think so.
Come on.
Go to school dances with someone that, someone that you like.
A friend?
Not a friend.
The struggle is real. Um. Oh shit.
Nancy, hold on. I'll be right back. Stay here.
Okay, this is the time that you actually use the skills that you have gained all over the years of hiding in the school. So surely everybody knows hiding spots in the school.
They found us.
So no one else gets hurt.
Wait,
Bad.
I don't think that he cares for her, to be fair.
Mike.
Oh shit.
What? What?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Right. Machine guns versus monster. Here we go. Oh shit. What? Oh, bad. This is bad.
Hold on, we're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Help. Come on, get on the table.
Dude, she has blood on her. There is no way the monster is not coming in here.
No longer, okay? He's
Wait, how can these many guns not hurt the monster? That's what I don't understand.
Is it dead?
No. It's not.
Get the red rocket now! Go! Get the red rocket out now! Get the rocks! Get in the rocks!
Give me one!
Come on!
Go! Kill it!
Kill it, bastard! Kill it!
Okay, this is dumb though.
Come on, kill him!
If guns can't kill it, then the stones won't. That's not going to kill the monster, come on. What? Oh, that's 11. That's 11. That's 11. That's not the rock.
11, stop!
Oh, the monster is dead. I'm not surviving this. Okay. Okay, so this is the photosensitivity that we talked about, I think. The flickering of lights. It causes like it's called as epilepsy sort of thing in some people. These fast blinking lights. But why is she saying goodbye? That's what I don't understand. Like, you're going to kill the monster, right?
No more.
Wait, what is she doing? What the hell is she doing? What? Wait, what? Where is she?
Please come back to me.
Come on, kid!
Please wake up. Please. I need you to wake up now. I need you to breathe.
Oh, Close gates, lads. Huh. Okay. Wow, there's 15 minutes left. I mean, I have a whole new appreciation for Hopper, even though I knew that something like this was going to happen with him. But yeah, wait, what's going on? Like, is he part of the lab now? Like, we don't know the circumstances of the deal that he made, right? I just thought that he's going to give up her location for getting a chance to go into like, the, the upside down. 1 month later.
Can I open it?
Yeah, sure.
Whoa. Pretty cool.
Wait, it's a camera. Oh, because Steve and the gang broke it at that time. I mean, I'm still like, he didn't do the right thing, but. Oh, they are together. The boy who came back, the boy who lived. Uh, wait, what is he doing? Oh, is he keeping that for 11? Egos, yeah. He's keeping that for 11. But, okay, so it's been a month and he knows where she is. Oh, this is nice. I mean, she lost her daughter and, you know, there she is.
On yours?
Wait, what happened? Oh, please tell me he's not. What? Okay, so he's having nightmares. He couldn't possibly be going, like, traveling to the other dimension like this.
You okay? Yeah, I'm okay.
Very good, Mom. Hey, Mom. Will tell you right out of the game?
Oh yeah. I threw a fireball at him and dead.
Wait, what is, you mean, this
No, it's just Dungeons
Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the episode. Surely that's the end of the episode. Okay. I mean, so much happened in that episode. I mean, wow. Hmm. Right. Okay, I mean, I don't need this now, so right. So, um, I mean, I'm not speechless. I mean, even though I do look speechless, I'm not. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not necessarily speechless. It's just that this was a very good episode. This is a very good ending to a very good season of a TV series that I don't know, I would say it lived up to its reputation, but it certainly was very good. Um, there are still a couple of questions that bother me. Like, I mean, I don't really understand how the mechanics of the other dimension and this our dimension works. Like, they were walking and the lights were blinking. So, is it what happened in the second episode? Like, was Will just walking around suddenly into the house? Like, that's one question. The other question is, I mean, the upside down has been made into this thing which is like, right. I mean, this is sort of having the reflection. I would rather have not. I'd rather not have that. So, so the upside down was made into this thing that's sort of like a reflection to our Earth. To what extent the reflection? Like, we know that our Earth was, well, I mean, it did not have buildings like thousands of years ago. It had palaces. If we go back even further to like the evolution of mankind and stuff like that, the Earth was definitely not having buildings and things like that. Sort of man humanity's construction work and things like that. It did not have it. It did not have vehicles and stuff. So if that's the case, then you have this upside down. And I mean, we saw that there were like a couple of broken vehicles, actually more than a couple of broken vehicles. There was some sort of an architecture. I think that was probably the school. There was definitely their house and the castle buyers and things like that. And there's actually castle buyers written there. So my question is, to what extent is that the reflection? Like, are there going to be like, if there, let's say there happens to be a new construction in that town, right? Tomorrow, or let's say in 2 years' time. So if you go back to upside down after 2 years, are you going to find that building there, or are you not going to find it there? Because if you do find it there, does it mean that whatever happens in this, I mean, yeah, this is very confusing. This is, I guess, something you could call a plot hole, or perhaps something that you could call as, you know what, let's just ignore it because it's actually a very good TV series. So things like that don't really matter. So this is one thing that I had a doubt about. And the second thing is obviously the fact that where did Levin go? And I'm guessing she probably went, or she got transported somewhere. I mean, that's not really possible. I think the only possible reasoning is she went to the upside down. And then we obviously saw that this guy was keeping that egos and the food in that thing, the Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or something. So she was obviously keeping that for Levin, and which means that Levin is here. I mean, she has obviously not met the guys and stuff, but then she is here, which means she obviously came back from the upside down at some point of time, probably immediately. So yeah, that sort of a dynamic is what I'm looking forward to in the second season. Like, it feels like the way they ended the season, it almost feels like Mike and Levin, they're not going to meet for at least the first couple of episodes. Like, I'm guessing that start of the next season, we're probably going to see Levin doing something else. Mike, like, sort of brooding over her loss and things like that. That's one thing that's kind of weird, right? I mean, if they had, let's say, let's imagine a situation where everybody in the show, the kids, they are 18, 19, or even like 16, 17, and this whole thing happens the way it did. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have 16-year-old guys playing Dungeons and Dragons, even though there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, The Big Bang Theory had much older men playing that. I mean, it's just a thing. So if you just replace these characters with slightly like 5, 6 year older characters and write the whole story and like just slightly modify it for the age and stuff, then I would believe that Mike brooding over Levin is a thing, but he's 11, he's 12. That's, and he probably knows Levin for what, 2 weeks? I mean, she is probably his first crush. That's the extent of it. So, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I don't really, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't buy it, but it feels a bit weird. I mean, they both effectively know each other for probably maximum of 1 to 2 weeks. Um, I mean, after that, a month has gone now after the events that took place in the finale. But yeah, so, and he's 11 and 12, and they're not like 18, 19, mature enough to like understand these things and be upset about somebody's disappearance and stuff like that. Um, in terms of the episode, the one thing that I did not expect and that I really liked was Hopper. Hopper's backstory. I mean, we all knew it's blatantly obvious, and they actually mentioned it a couple of times that his daughter was dead. Sarah was her name that they mentioned, and I mean, when you think that his daughter is dead, you probably think some sort of a terminal disease or something like that. And that is what it seems to have happened, even though they did not really give details about what she had. I don't know, but she had something, and so that's probably something that I expected. But the scenes in general, they were really well done, and it was really believable. And it's sort of, I mean, I loved the Hopper guy. I knew him from before this TV series, and his character has been absolutely fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to, because that's another thing that is sort of expected is Levin and Hopper's relationship is probably going to be explored into depths in the second season, because this guy has lost a daughter. She doesn't really have any parents of any sorts, any guardians of any sorts. So, and we saw him giving the food. So that's probably one of the reasons that I do expect their relationship to grow. The third interesting thing is, Will, the Will last season, that was the last scene. I mean, he definitely did not go back to the upside down for a moment there. I think that was just a nightmare or like hallucination of some sort. But then the insect that he coughed up, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. Like, does he still have those things inside him? Like, yeah, I don't know. But that's obviously a cliffhanger sort of a thing. Like, they are obviously going to explore into the depths of that in the next season. Um, Steve and Nancy and Jonathan. Yeah, that's something that I do not understand. I actually thought that Nancy was with Steve at the end of the episode. Not with Steve, as in like they haven't actually like formally started dating, but they both know that they like each other. That sort of a thing. But she was with him, Steve. So Nancy and Jonathan is not a thing. Nancy and Steve is a thing now. That was certainly unexpected. What definitely was not, I mean, another something that was unexpected, but I'm happy that it happened was Steve. Steve's like sort of, I mean, I did not expect him to show up, and I really liked those 5 to 10 minutes that he was present, and yeah, that was a good thing. And I'm happy that, I mean, Steve definitely is not a bad guy now. I'm happy for that. Um, so yeah. I mean, what else about this TV series? Do I have any other questions? Uh, I think Dr. Brenner, I don't know if he's dead. He's probably not dead because we didn't actually see him die. I mean, that's the sort of thing that TV shows do, right? You think that the person is dead because some scene happened, and in this case, the monster jumped over him and stuff like that. But then, because they did not actually see him, because they didn't actually show us him dying, I don't think he's dead. Mm, yeah, I think that's all for this reaction. I mean, I don't really know what else to talk about. This is a very good episode. I'll probably rate this season about 8.5. About 8.5, I guess. Yeah, that feels sort of good. I mean, the last two episodes were certainly very good. Probably touching 9. There were episodes in between which were sort of average-ish. So yeah, I think 8.5 for me is the rating I'll probably give for this. But yeah, definitely worth watching, and I'm invested in this thing. And season 2, I'm looking forward to season 2. I mean, obviously I'll finish Dark first, but after that, season 2. So that's all for this reaction. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do comment, because your feedback is really helpful, and your appreciation, if any, would be really encouraging. And please share the content, because the more people watch, the more comments, the better the channel's growth, stuff like that. So yeah, please do that. Thank you for watching. Bye.